What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bryce with the Real Squad.
And it's your boy Al here with the Real Squad.
And today, we got a nice, pleasant surprise with the review for the movie Air. Man, didn't see this movie coming. Kind of came out of nowhere. This is being directed by your boy, my boy, our boy, Ben Affleck. Batman himself is back in the director's chair.
Yep.
And we have Matt Damon playing Sonny Vaccaro, Jason Bateman as Rob Stracer, Ben Affleck as Phil Knight, the guy himself. Viola Davis plays Jordan's mom as Dolores Jordan.
Yep.
Julius Tennant as James Jordan. Chris Tucker, oh my God. Howard White,
Smokey himself.
man, back doing some serious acting, I see.
Yep.
And Marlon Wayans with a small cameo as George Raveling, I believe his name is.
Yeah, Raveling, something like that.
Yeah. So it's gonna be also a non-spoiler review. We'll try to keep this one fresh and light. I'm interested to see how this does in theaters because Mario is fucking killing it right now.
Yeah, I was at my theater, like every movie theater was Mario.
Yeah,
except the one I went into, and then it was one Dungeons and Dragons.
I was kind of upset that I didn't get to see Air in the Dolby, but
yeah.
I guess it wasn't necessary because it wasn't like an action movie or nothing like that. So it's whatever. But off top movie, we have Nike trying to sign Michael Jordan. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
I would consider this a biopic, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ben Affleck is playing Phil Knight, and Matt Damon is playing Sonny Vaccaro, the one who actually courted Jordan and to get him to sign with Nike.
Yeah, Phil Knight gets a lot of the credit, and but it kind of takes you behind the scenes and shows you like the vision behind getting Jordan.
Man, like perfectly said, takes you behind the scenes. You get to see the guys who are actually doing the groundwork, the grunts, if you should say, and just really getting it in and putting their job on the line to sign somebody like Jordan. And at this time, this is an 80s film, so you know how I feel about period pieces. Beautiful soundtrack, by the way. All the music in here was platinum. I found myself bobbing my knee and shaking my head a lot of the times or whatever. But yeah, like it takes you like straight to like the people who actually really had to deal with getting Jordan to sign, and Nike was not at the top of the leaderboards at this time. They were pretty much at the bottom.
They were definitely at the bottom. I got an older uncle, and he was just telling me that like when he was growing up, like Nike was not it. Like it was like it was like he said, the bottom of the barrel.
I believe Adidas and Converse were like the top guys, especially Adidas, because you had a lot of the kids and rappers rocking it.
Exactly,
and a lot of the cooler basketball players were with Converse and shit.
Yeah, so and the basketball shoes weren't really like like popular as they are today. Like people wear basketball shoes everywhere. Apparently back then it was running shoes, and
yeah, people like Nike was only doing good as far as that. Like nobody was wearing Nikes to be fashionable or whatever, or to be cool or stand out. It was just the shoe to get from point A to point B. But if you wanted to stand out, it was that Run DMC, my Adidas. You know what I'm saying?
Those damn tracksuits.
But just going off my initial thoughts and how I felt about the movie, I actually loved this. I had a really good time watching this movie. I went in irritated because it took me like 20 minutes just to buy my tickets, and there was only like one or two people in front of me. It was like these kids trying to figure out how they were going to purchase their tickets. It was just
plastic kids.
Oh my God, it was just ridiculous. But Matt Damon as Sonny Vaccaro did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yes, sir.
But the supporting cast, man, I want to shout out Chris Tucker as Howard White. Like, Chris Tucker can act, and he did an amazing job as Howard White. Didn't even know what this guy was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not super in. I love Nike. I got my favorite pair of Jordans right here. But like I said, I didn't know the ins and outs. I knew Phil Knight. You know what I'm saying? But movies like this or biopics like this, I love them because they make you more interested in like you end up researching more about these people.
Yeah. How I felt about the movie was it was pretty straightforward. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for what I went for is what I got. So like I loved the movie too. It was like they had very I don't know what the word is. They're good. Like,
they're usually typical. They usually
Yeah.
follow a certain formula.
Yeah.
And this one kind of, I will dare to say, took a nude approach at it, because there was a lot of things they could have talked about, or they could have just made or dramatized, like Jordan's father passing away or whatever, or being killed, I should say.
Yeah, they kind of like they went over that a little bit.
It was real small. Like, it was not a big deal. Even with the gambling thing, it's a lot of stuff they literally could have did.
Yeah.
So
what I was gonna say is it was appropriate.
Okay.
They didn't have any like, everything was from like the 80s. You could tell like it was a whole 80s theme, from the wardrobe to the cars they chose,
music.
Oof. Even the skateboard this kind of a spoiler, but when somebody was riding a skateboard, and it was definitely an 80s style skateboard.
Facts. I already know what you're talking about. Facts.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But it really puts you in the shoes of the people running the actual corporation, because you know you got Phil Knight and you got the board of directors who are kind of like, you know, pointing fingers and telling you what to do. And this brings you back to the supporting cast with Marlon Wayans. He has a really short cameo in here, but the 5 minutes that he's in it steals the show for me. Like, he has an incredible story. The person he's playing has an incredible story. I didn't know nothing about, and that was a nice little Easter egg to throw in there, because apparently that's true. So I didn't. That was crazy. I thought that was just gonna be a joke.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they like, you know, some things are gonna be in there just for theatrics. Like, you know, certain conversations they may have had probably didn't go that way, but like, for the most part, I believe like 90% of that was true.
Man, yeah, it seemed very believable. Like I said, they didn't over dramatize anything.
No. Also, I want to give a shout out to whoever was the cinematographer. They have a lot of like nice shots, like wide shots of of wherever city they was in. They had a lot of nice landscapey type shots that were like, wow, that's pretty good for like a biopic. Like, you usually don't see that type of stuff. Like Oregon, because you know Nike's, that's where they're located, in Oregon. And then they had one with like North Carolina. I'm not sure if that was really like the actual states that they were in, but it displayed well. I'm pretty sure. Like, I've been to Oregon a couple times, and that's definitely what you think about Oregon, like trees, you know what I'm saying, just forever, and then just a building in the middle of nowhere.
Right. Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
There's like a cool saying in the trailer, I believe they said, is the shoe is nothing until somebody steps into it. And that's like a heavy theme for this movie. Like, a lot of these shoe companies like Converse and Adidas, they really didn't do too much with the players that they had under them, as far as giving them their own name per se. They had to represent Converse. Converse wasn't representing them, and vice versa. You got some people slapping some music coming by. But
pay for you.
Yeah, for sure. But it's a prime example of a person making something popular and not the brand or making that person popular. And this takes that like head on, as far as Jordan turning Nike into something incredible.
Yeah, it's like the first time that's ever happened in history of like United States, where like somebody took a player and pretty much created an entire brand
around him.
Yeah.
The shoe, as far as what they had to do to like the way they went about designing it and the conversations around it, and how it for a shoe head, because that was so clean to me. Like, that during that part, it's like it wasn't even a huge part. It was just a decent size. I'd say about 25% of it was the shoe. And I just loved everything about what they had to do in making and creating the shoe. My goodness. Yeah.
So everybody knows Jordan 1 is iconic.
Super iconic.
I mean, you know, if you watch The Last Dance, then you know like pretty much everything that had to go. They went through making that shoe, and how they taught me some stuff I didn't even know.
Facts.
Like, for real. Like about like, I mean, I knew about the fines. You know, everybody know about, you know, Jordan got fined $5,000. I didn't know that was because like the colorway. I thought it was just like I just thought it was the NBA hating. But I guess apparently they had rules already set. And Nike, shout out to them, they paid that, and that was just great. Like, on their part, great leadership.
Exactly, and like taking their player and really showing that they care about him. You know, just to, even though at the end of the day is they helping out each other. At the end of the day, because what he became was legendary. Yeah. And which brings me to another one of the great. She's the main character, Viola Davis as Dolores Jordan, who pretty much handled all the business as far as what was going on with Mike. Yeah, incredible. As always, though.
We know what to expect with Viola Davis. She's always incredible. Like, and then she didn't even have to cry in this. Like, you know what I'm saying? She be crying and she be going crazy with that.
She was so strong in this.
She was a strong black woman. Yeah, and then they really didn't, without giving any spoilers, they didn't give any real, or they didn't show Jordan too much. Like,
so that's what I wanted to bring that up too. Yeah. That is crazy to me that you saw like the silhouette of him or like the back of him or the side of him. He maybe had spoken a few times, but it wasn't necessarily about him. It was just about the process of getting him. Yeah. And I felt like not seeing him as much made it even that more iconic.
Yeah, I think because Jordan's already a legendary player, so I feel like it just added more to the mystery and the legend of Jordan.
Yeah, and like how people was feeling about him back then. Like, you really don't know, like, but they knew. Like, people that really, like Matt Damon's character, Sonny Vaccaro, he knew, like, this guy is the next guy for sure. Right. But at the same time, we had to be in their shoes as not really knowing for sure. Yeah. So I feel like that added to the aspect of us not knowing, like you said, the mystery.
Yeah, just the mystery of Jordan. But so like I said, I really enjoyed myself in the movie. I learned a lot of things about Jordan. It's one of my favorite shoes as well. You know what I'm saying? I got Jordan 1s, 13, all, you know what I'm saying?
Towards the end of this, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite pair.
There you go.
But you want to go ahead and give it a rating?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give it the real deal. I'm gonna give it an 8 because it was a really good movie. It wasn't too long. It was like perfect amount of time. They explained perfectly about the whole entire process of how Jordan became a part of the Nike family. Man, it's just a real good movie. It's a good time. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I think I might be right there with you. It probably could have. I think I'm gonna go real deal, like a high 9.5, because this could have easily been the real deal dopeness for me. But I'm gonna stand clear because I guess just kind of like with the Mario movie, I left wanting a little bit more. But even though I was satisfied, like it's not much more they could have done.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it was pretty much a great movie, dude. Like,
nah, it was good. It was really, really good. Like you said, like with me, I'm more of a like fantasy, like it just wasn't my cup of tea. Yeah, but I enjoyed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It's a great movie. Like they didn't make like pretty much any mistakes. I just was like, I'm more of a like suspense. Like it's just so something missing for me. That's why I'm giving it like an 8.
I'll say this. It was like in the beginning when it started off, they were saying something about Matt Damon's character as the way he was handling himself in the beginning that they never really touched on. Just a little bit that people were like, this isn't in the craps. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no spoilers, but
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, well that might have been a little bit of it for me.
I guess it was with that. They didn't really expand on it. Like it didn't come back. Like there was no arc. There was just, he was pretty much the same person at the beginning as he was at the end. Yeah. He had no like character arc. Yeah, okay. And you know that might be like me getting to my fantasy bag a little bit.
No, that's true. No, because the only trouble was not knowing if they were gonna be able to sign or not.
Exactly.
So it wasn't too much of like, you know, somebody going through something like, you know, the hero's journey type of thing.
Exactly.
Which, like I said, this is a biopic. It's based off real events, so you really can't knock it for that.
Exactly.
At the same time, we got to keep it real. It's the real squad. So, real deal. This has been the real deal. But before we go, let me go ahead and just show you guys these bad boys real quick.
I haven't seen them either, so this is definitely a reveal for me as well. Oh shit, I know exactly which ones these is already. Right. Damn, you got the
who knows from the case? Who can tell from the case? Woo wee. Let me move this out the way right quick. Man.
Yeah, we already know from the case.
When I was growing up, I wasn't able to get these because how expensive these were. I think these were the first Jordans that hit close to 300. I guess and it was just ridiculous.
My dad wasn't. My dad
7th grade or something like that. But these are the Jordan 17s. The red and white. See, I still got the disc inside. I don't know if you guys can see that disc. Oh, okay.
This man.
But yeah,
ain't no way Pops would have bought me these. For sure not.
Grab that other one. So let me get a little closer for you guys.
He still got the sticker where it say peel off. Mm.
My favorite pair.
Jeez Louise.
I'm not gonna be able to wear them anymore because of how old they are. As you can see, you can't really tell, but
you can't at all.
like right here, you got a little bit of wear and tear because of the age. You know what I'm saying?
Because of the age.
This is crazy.
That's some sneakerhead sedittiness.
This is gonna be like a display piece. I'm never gonna get rid of these probably. Like I'm so mad that they haven't recreated this. Like,
what happens if you peel it? Nah.
Come on, man, don't peel him off. Nah, you know how bad I want to though.
But yeah, these motherfuckers going crazy though.
Yeah, sure. I think I only got to wear these. Like, if I can find a picture, I'll try to bring it up. But I only wore them like twice before it was like, oh, bad. As you can see, it starts to pull away right here. So I gotta.
These after he retired, right?
I'm
pretty sure.
No, he played in these, so it was like right
for the Wizards.
Yeah, exactly. And they did like these colorways. The Wizards, the blue one is the original one. Okay. But you know, come on, man, swoop gang all day. You know what I'm saying?
Bad.
Right on, man. But you know, we had to show off a little bit, just a little bit, real squad. You know, we got these collectibles. This is considered a collectible now.
Definitely.
But come on, man, y'all know the drill. If y'all are new here, please hit that sub and that like button, man. We need it. We need you guys, man.
Need you.
You'll be able to see more cool stuff like this, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You'll be up to date on all the reviews. You want to hit them with that notification bell.
Yeah, man. And if you already subscribed, go ahead and hit that notification bell and become part of the Noti Squad.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? We squad out here, man.
We out here doing it big for y'all.
Doing it big.
Trying to keep it up to date. Trying to be on time with it. But like I said, man, it's always going to be real. We always going to keep it real. And y'all, thanks for being real with the Real Squad. And we are out.
Peace.